ब्रह्मण वधूनसान सेतस्यो ओम शांति 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 ओम नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात्. Be very courageous in that. Very courageous. To live the present, one needs to be very courageous. One must be tremendously courageous to accept life. Acceptance is the closest proximity to nature. If you can accept life the way it comes, that is the best thing that can happen to you. Ultimately, all your puja punaskaras should make you to gracefully accept what the Lord unfolds to you. Life is a mystery, all said and done. So don't try to find out what is there. Tomorrow must be always mystical. Tomorrow must be mysterious. You should not know what is going to happen tomorrow. Absolutely. Nobody should know. Don't try. Don't know. What is going to happen will happen. If you get to know tomorrow today itself, when you crash tomorrow, you won't find it so interesting. Because you already know it. One must have tremendous courage to accept life as it comes. Acceptance is the closest proximity to nature. If you can accept life as it comes, you will be very happy. Whether you get a PR status in Canada or not, don't worry. You don't get, no problem, some other country. It always, see, Lord always gives opportunities. You will have many things. Nothing, heavens will not fall. If you get some PR, you are very happy with it, fine. You will be happy with it for some time. Once again, you won't keep it. You want to go to US. Then once again from US, you would like to go to UK. Because it's boring. Once you get used to a place, it becomes very monotonous and cumbersome. For us, it is very good because one day we are here, one day we are somewhere. See, I never thought when I was very young, I used to keep looking at the world atlas. Oh, India is here, Sri Lanka is here, UK is here, USA is here. I never thought that we are going to visit all these countries. In my lifetime, with the Lord's grace, I have visited about 75 countries in the world. Most of my time was spent in airports, railway station and bus station. Maximum. And forest, no doubt. Incidentally, I go to forest also every day. Somebody asked me, why are you going? Far rest. They take it as forest. So, basically, somehow you have to spend time. Ultimately, the aim of life is you have to spend time. You can't keep vegetating. Ultimately, life, you have to live life and you should see something new. You should keep going and you must be very courageous, you must be very brave. Then only you don't keep on fearing life. If you keep on fearing life, there will be no interest. Ultimately, there will be nothing. Never ever fear life. Accept life for what it is. Be tremendously courageous. Aho viryam, aho sauryam, aho bahu parakramah, narasimham param devam, aho bilam, aho balam. Aho pilam. Aho pilam means cave in Sanskrit. The Lord is sitting inside a wonderful cave. Aho means wonderful. Aho pilam. It's a wonderful cave. What is that? Aho bhalam. Wonderful strength it gives. Strength is the root cause of courage. A A very courageous person, be very courageous, don't worry. If somebody comes and tells you, Guru, tomorrow something will happen, don't go near that fellow. Don't go near that fellow. Any fellow discourages you, keep a safe distance. Once you see him, you should turn the car the other side and go. Such people, if you start listening to, you will become very weak in life. Mind is very beautiful. But unfortunately, in mind, anything can be put. That is the problem. One fellow went to a doctor. He had some stomach ache for 20 years. Doctor said, I can cure it in 3 days. 20 years stomach ache, you can cure it in 3 days, no problem. You take this medicine, morning once, afternoon once, evening once. Okay, doctor, how much to pay? 100 rupees. He took 100 rupees and gave it to him. Doctor said, only one thing. When you take this medicine, don't think of monkey. Whenever he went near the medicine, only monkey came to his mind. The mind is a monkey, please remember. Anything that is put into it, positive thing is put into it, it will hold it. If negative things are put into it, it will hold it. Ultimately, don't go to a person who discourages you. Sometimes people discourage. Astrology is a very good subject, but astrologers are notorious. Please remember this. Not all astrologers are good. 90% of the astrologers are not okay. 10% will be alright, but to find out this 10% is very difficult. I don't call it horoscope, I call it horoscope. I am really scared. So much of horror is there in that once you see it. So, don't worry about all these things. What has to happen will happen. You want to do some prayashirkam, you want to go to a temple, you want to worship, you want to do some puja, do it. I am not against it. I am for it. But at the same time, don't have that as a way of life. I have seen some people taking that astrological book and going from here. It is more like gambling. It's more like horse racing. Repeatedly you keep doing the same thing. Finally you will be nowhere. So have confidence in yourself. Lord is there. Keep that confidence. Have faith. Faith how it should be. I will quote a story from Mahabharata. Duryodhana went to Shakuni, hey Mama, you have been advising me all along. Now we are going to fight Mahabharata. We are going to fight the Pandavas, Mama. Why not you tell me a good day on which we can start the fight? A good day. Fighting also we have to win. Why not you give me a good day, Mama? Shakuni said, I don't know this good day, bad day business. You go to Sahadev. Sahadev is very well experienced in astrology, astronomy, astrophysics. He knows everything, Shastras, Sampradayas, everything this Sahadev knows. You go to him while going, take some 1,000 elephants, take some 1,000 cows, take some 1,000 horses, take some 1,000 varagan of gold and go to him. Because as per Shastra, somebody says something, you should not take it free. You have to reward him for that. Mama, he is our enemy. Hey, you cranky fellow. That fellow may be your enemy, but he will not say anything against the Shastras or do against the Shastras, you go. So he went with all these things. He was very happy, Sahadev, to see Duryodhana. And now what is it God made you to come all the way here? You have come to this poor man's place. What is it I can do? நான் என்ன செய்ய முடியும் சொல்லுங்க, நான் செய்யறதுக்கு ஆசையா இருக்கேன். ஏன்னா முதல் வாட்டி வந்திருக்கேன் என் குடிசைக்கு, நான் என்ன பண்ணேன்? No, I want you to give me a good date. You know we are going to wage a war against you people. You please give me a good date so that we will win the war. Oh, no problem. I will go and worship my Devi. My Kula Devata is there. I will worship her and come back and see the almanac and give you a date. He went inside, worshipped the Devi, came back, saw the almanac and said, the coming Amavasya day, offer Bali to your goddess and start the war. The coming Amavasya day, offer Bali to the goddess and start the war. definitely you will only win. Oh, I have brought some 1,000 elephants, 1,000 cows, 1,000 horses, 1,000 varahan of money is there. Arey, 1,000 elephants where I will keep? Once again I have to keep it only in your land. I don't have so much of land. You give one elephant, one horse, one cow and one varahan of gold. I will take it. 1,000 I cannot keep it. Once again you will wage a war against me for that. I have kept my things in your place. So why all that? Take it away. So he leaves one. As Duryodhana comes out, Krishna is standing there. He sees Krishna. He laughs at him and goes. Krishna came inside. Sahadeva, what is this? Your brother has come. Has he accepted to give all the kingdom back? Has he come for a compromise? Is that so? What is it? No, Lord. He came, he asked me to fix a good date and give him. Then Krishna asked, you have kept everything in mind and then given the date? Yeah, I told him, the coming Amavasya day, offer bali to your goddess and start the war, you will win the war. Krishna got wild. I am moving heaven and earth to see that you fellows win the war. You very casually give the date to him. Are you not irresponsible in your behavior, Sahadev? Sahadev says, Lord, when you are there with us, what these shastras and sampradayas and all these planets and good day, bad day, how is it going to affect us? When the Lord Narayan himself is with me, all these shastras will be useless. See the kind of confidence what he had. It is called Mahavishwasam. Even Arjuna did not have that kind of Mahavishwasam on Lord Krishna, but Sahadeva had. So, that is faith. Faith is the root cause of existence. Whatever you do, just to do it in the name of God. And then, 1 cc you mark it to God. That's all. Whatever you do. Whether you do it in puja room, whether you do it in bedroom, whether you do it in bathroom, whether you do it in office, anything you do it in the name of God. Sarvam Vishnumayam Jagataha. The Lord is there in anything and everything. That is the truth. Be fearless. Absolutely don't have any fear. You always have the Lord with you. Have that kind of a confidence. Live the present. When you live the present, you will be tremendously courageous. Only a tremendously courageous person can live the present. You should live a very authentic life. An authentic life can be led only by a person who lives the present. Such a person will be a very authentic person. An authority. You will be an authority, but you won't be authoritative. There is a difference. You will be an authority. You will know everything. A to Z, you will know everything. But you will live with that authority. But you won't be authoritative. You always know that the Lord is there in all your actions. And you will be very authentic. Religion professes authenticity. That is the very concept of religion. Religion gives you confidence to live this life with total faith, with total dedication. That is the beauty of religion. Religion is backed by that faith, nothing else. Religion need not be proved. It need not be proved. There is no necessity at all to prove religion. Life without reasoning is very beautiful. You know that? But you want reason for everything and anything. But life without reason is so beautiful. Just we live life, no reason, nothing. Why do you love God? I just love. That's all. There is no reasoning for it. Absolutely no reasoning. If you fear God, you cannot love God. In Tamil we have Bhaya Bhakti. How Bhayam and Bhakti will go together? That is height of stupidity. If you fear something, you cannot love it. Fear and love are opposites. If you fear something in life, you cannot love that at all. It is not at all possible to love. So you must drop fear. Totally you must drop. There should not be any fear at all. Be free. Husband and wife, especially in the Western, you have got a lot of time. The personal life can be improved very well. That we don't have in India. In India, we lack a lot of personal life because nobody would like you to be personal. Nobody will allow you to be personal. I want to know what is going on in your house. You want to know what is going on in my house. This keeps on going. Every fellow looks at you with suspicion. Nobody looks at you normally. All these problems are there. We live in such an environment, we have got used to it. Somebody was asking, what will happen, sir, in my case? I said, for 50 years, you will live a dog's life. After 50 years, you will get used to it. Okay? So, like that we live a life. But that is not the life. There must be some privacy, any relationship between two individuals, say husband and wife, or father and son, or mother and daughter, father and daughter, any relationship, or even among friends. It is just two concentric circles bisecting each other. There is a common area. The common area is what they both share. But there will be a lot of uncommon area. The relationship survives if the parties appreciating the other party's uncommon area, not the common area. So everybody needs a space. Sometimes what you guys say, just leave me alone. I want to be alone. Some very big argument at home. Finally what you say? Just leave me alone. I just want to be alone. That space is very important to realize the value of a relationship. In personal life, relationship falls in its place. In the West, I have one complaint against you people. Complaint is, I have heard people saying, we are working on our marriage. Why is there to work on marriage? I don't understand this, please remember. Because it's a personal relationship. In any personal relationship, any loving relationship, relationship falls in its place. If it is worked out, it is business. In business, in commerce, you have to work for a relationship. But in personal things, you don't work for a relationship. It's a loving relationship. Love just falls in its place. One boy was talking to a girl in US. He is in India. That boy is a pilot in India. But he is not like, he is a very good, nice chap. But he has a desire to come to US and settle down. So he was talking with some girl here. He thought by picking a girl, it's more easier to enter US. I don't know, some calculations. I do not know all these manipulations and arithmetics because these are all people of the future. So for me, there is nothing like future. So all calculations will not work out. So he was having all that. He was talking to her. For about 2 weeks or 3 weeks, something was going on. I don't know what it is. He spoke to her 2-3 times. Then she said, I am already talking to another boy. You please wait. Then I told him, you are waitlisted. Then somebody else was there by my side. He said, luckily he is not hotlisted. I said, finally he may be blacklisted. We don't know. What will happen, we do not know. She is talking with somebody, then it is not over, then she will talk with somebody else, then she will talk with, talking. What is it you will achieve in these 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 6 months, dating 6 months, dating 1 year, dating 2 years, dating 3 years, dating 4 years, dating 5 years. Yes, somewhere you need a logical end for it. No. How much? No, he must have some commitment in life. That is why I want to know whether he has commitment. Commitment, responsibility, no. What is needed is love. If love is there, commitment will automatically come. Commitment, responsibility, everything will come, provided in the first place there is unconditional love, not conditional love. Ours is conditional love. See, I had a friend. He was going on seeing girls. Every week, every Saturday, Sunday, just go and see every house you go, you see one girl, come back, sabji, bhaji, This to that, that's all. This was going on. I asked him, when is this nonsense going to stop? And one day I got quiet. I asked. He said, I want a very beautiful girl. I said, okay, yeah, if the nose, eyes, ears are in its place, then it means she's beautiful. You select a girl like that, let him be in the respective place. Then, see, the girls will feel otherwise. No, every fellow coming, seeing, still in India we are very stupid. Okay, later. Then finally he married. I don't attend marriage and all, I don't get time. But in this case I wanted to attend. Because these fellows rejected so many girls, no? What is so wonderful in that girl? Let me go and see. I went for reception. I am also a very notorious guy. I don't keep quiet. My child is also very big. So what I did, I went for that marriage. I went for the reception, wedding reception. He was standing with coat, suit and all, they put up all that. She was wearing a beautiful saree. Some beautiful, very nice saree she was wearing. Then I went, then he introduced me to her. This is Lalita, this is Sridhar. She was a very pragmatic girl. For such a boy, such a beautiful girl, such a nice girl, so much of beauty, and she's so wonderful. The way she carries, it attracted me a lot. I just put my hand across. She also put. We both were going down. This is very nice. I like it. We were shaking. He was feeling out of place. Because, he has not touched her till now. This fellow is coming just going on shaking. Something was working in his mind. Then finally, then he gave his hand. I said, Namaskar. Then finally, in that pair, 2 years only they lived together. Because outside some milkman comes, she cannot go. He will run and go. Then some vegetable vendor will come. This fellow will go and stand. She never had any freedom. See, love is not slavery. Love is freedom. Basically, if you love a person, you should allow them to be free. If freedom is not there, love has got no meaning. Such a conditional love is not at all necessary. That decision she took, she said, I am going to divorce him. She wrote the letter to me first. Because she became in the process I used to counsel her and all. She wrote to me, Guruji, I cannot stay with this boy. This boy is too much. He is not giving me anything. I said, please go ahead. Because I expected it to happen. You have already survived for 2 years. 2 years is too big a time. In the name of love. It cannot be slavery. By default, if you go and ask anybody, they cannot give you freedom. They can give you only slavery. Freedom is something what you did. By default, if you go and ask somebody, they will give you only slavery. Keep these things in mind. Lead a very happy life. Another maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, we will have the Abhishekam of Lord Balaji. And then you have prasadam and all is there. Something. Everybody can have prasadam. Live a happy life. Don't worry about anything. Don't go near people who discourage you. Hear where you have to hear. Where you have to listen. Use this. Keep your elders happy if they are in India. Keep talking to them once in a while. Live a bindas life. Live an authentic life. Don't be scared. God is love and love is God. So keep that in. This is what I wanted to say. You should all be happy, prosperous. You must enjoy. Shatamanam bhavati shatayu purushas sadendriyayu sevendriye pratititati. Kabir gets